Good evening, everybody. Tonight is the International Information Session, and we are going to be sharing with you information tonight that is going to change your life in many ways. So I want to say welcome to all the Manatech family from all over the world. This is literally a global meeting, so we are plugging into this call from everywhere in the world. And I'm also sure that there are guests plugging in here for the first time tonight from everywhere in the world. So I want to say welcome to everybody. Like I already said, this is going to be a call that can potentially change your life as far as your health is concerned, and also as far as your personal economy is concerned. And the interesting thing about all of this is that you won't be alone when you do this, because there will always be somebody that would be able to help you, take your hand, and guide you, as with us. So I just want to take this time to say thank you very much to the person who took our hands, mine and Craig's hands, and who took us all the way and taught us everything we know about this wonderful technology. So thank you to Vince and Yolandi for that. I've not introduced myself, so I'm Elise Ellis. My husband is Craig Ellis. We are bronze presidentials from the Eastern Cape in South Africa, and we will be your hosts for the rest of the evening. And just quickly before we move on, I just want those of you who know about the QR code and is waiting for the QR code and perhaps didn't catch it yet, the code is 9289. 9289. Right. So we're going to start this call tonight with a number of stories from, like I said, all over the world for people who had phenomenal results with the Manatech technology. So I'm going to invite some people onto the call to come and share from their hearts what the technology had actually done for them. And the first person on the list tonight to share with you is none other than a lady by the name of Mardelie Stale. Mardelie is all the way from Brisbane in the UK. So Mardelie, take the floor and tell us your story. Over to you.
Good evening. Ciao a tutti. Thank you, Elise, for that introduction. Yeah, as you heard, I'm Mardelie Stale, all the way here from in the UK. I'm an executive director, and firstly, I want to thank my sponsor Enroller, Silver Executive Director Annelies Stale, who's also my mom, my biggest cheerleader, and I just want to thank you for, always encourage me and setting the tone for, never giving up. And then also my mentor, Presidential Director Rulien Faber, for your coaching and your support, and to always remind me to sparkle wherever I am. So tonight, my sharing is going to be about a pot of gold. And so let me start from the beginning. So from an early age, I suffered with allergies, hay fever, and sinusitis. So much so, I grew up on the farm, and that made it a little bit tricky, as you can imagine, because it includes pollen, grass, dust, animals, horses, cattle, cats, dogs. In fact, anything with feather or hair, and so that made it quite tricky for me at times. But that also didn't stop there. It also includes household chemicals, some mascaras, toothpaste, even mouthwash, and even the flip side to that is anti or allergy tablets. So from some pharmaceutical products made it even worse. So as you can see, I've been in a bit of a predicament. But back in 2005, I moved here to England from South Africa. And then during that time, it also, with the cold weather, the wet weather, it kind of increased so much so that I needed to use an inhaler at times because of breathing difficulties and so forth. And 2017, September, I went for an annual home visit, And usually I go as a first protocol, going to the GP, get an anti-allergy injection, because they're not so keen here in the UK to do that. But this time, my mom actually said to me, it's not going to happen because she's got something better for me. And as she called it, is she got me a pot of gold. And that is AKA Mana C. And she was convinced that this product will make a difference for me. So as it is, Mom said the word, we were not going to the GP, and I've started for the first 3 days. I started with 2 capsules twice a day, morning and evening. And then from there on, I used as the prescribed recommendation, one twice daily. And by the Wednesday, we went to visit my brothers on the farm, and to everybody's including my own, for the first time in I don't know however long, I didn't have an allergy attack. So much so that my sister-in-law joked with me and said, like, well, finally I've clearly remembered to take some tablets. And I said, no. Mom gave me a pot of gold. I'm not quite sure yet what it is. It's called Mana C. You need to check with her what exactly it is, but that made the trick. 3 days, guys, 3 days on that product. And that from there on changed the course of my life. I have not had to use an inhaler. So that is where I'm going to finish my story, is to get your pot of gold as well, because you can enjoy the beauty of having a better life. Thank you, Elise. Over to you.
Awesome, Madhuri. That is an absolutely awesome story. Thank you very much for sharing that story. I'm sure it's going to give a lot of hope to a lot of people. So that is Madhuri Stale, all the way from Bristol in the UK. Next, we're coming back closer on the other side of the globe, and we're going to ask a lady to share with us her story, which I also knew, or I know is a phenomenal story. Her name is Nishu Popat, and she's all the way from Maputo in Mozambique. So, Nishu, the floor is yours. Please share with us your story.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to share my story. I want to thank Helen and Leon Fernick as my presidentials. So I've been collecting Manatech stories, interesting stories. So my story started last year in October, where I was diagnosed with a tumor in my ovary, and I was going to go through an operation, a very complicated operation, because my whole womb was all glued up together. So I had my mentor Tessa. She suggested I take Manopol, and I started on that. And just before, like 2 weeks before the operation, I boosted my immune system with Manopol. And the doctor thought I would be in ICU for about 2 weeks. And within 4 days, I was discharged. So my body reacted very well. Unfortunately, when I got home a few days later, we discovered I started falling sick again, and I had to go back to hospital. And they found out that they actually perforated my intestine. So I had to go to another operation. I couldn't get anything in. I stayed in hospital for another 2 weeks, but I couldn't get any of the Manopol in. And so I did get out of hospital. I was fine, but I was struggling at home. Tried to get my Manopol. I couldn't. I just threw up all the time until it was about late November, when Tessa, my mentor, she insisted, let's just continue on the Manopol. And that's when I said, okay, let me just try and do this again. And within 2 weeks, I was up and running. By mid-December, I was traveling. I traveled to Cape Town and with my kids. And yeah, I couldn't believe how my body just reacted so fast. And yeah, so I want to tell another little story, which happened recently, 2 weeks ago. So I have chronic inflammation in my abdomen, and last week I was really, really ill. And every time I have this, I end up in hospital. And I was quite worried when I started feeling my inflammation. And I just decided, okay, what I had at home was Ambritose. And I just overdosed myself with Ambritose. And within 3 days, my inflammation completely went out. Until today, I think this is like magic for me, because I couldn't believe how I'm feeling so much better. I don't feel anything, and that has never happened to me before. If I have a bit of time, I would like to also share another one, which also happened recently, about a month ago, when I actually went to Mozambique. I was in Mozambique on holiday with the kids, and I ate everything that I couldn't, and I stuffed myself with all the good food from Mozambique. Whoever's been to Mozambique knows. So I started feeling heartburn. I was very, very ill with heartburn, and I tried everything. Gaviscon, I had like a whole bottle of Gaviscon. That didn't work. And I then saw my daughter's Manabears, and I said, let me just try this. And I took 3 Manabears, and within half an hour, my acid stopped. So that was amazing. So I love that story of Manabears as well. So thank you, Manatech. Thank you for all these lovely stories of mine. Help me with my health. So yeah, that's it. That's it from me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nishu, for sharing with us all the way from Maputo. So as you can see, Nishu is talking about, she thinks this is magic, and the magic spreads literally all over the world. So we're going to listen to another lady now who's got a phenomenal story. She's all the way from Napier in New Zealand. So let's give the floor to Marine Badenhorst. Marine, the floor is yours. Please share with us your story from New Zealand. Over to you.
Hello everybody, it's Marine from New Zealand, and I would love to share with you our journey with Manatech and these amazing products. So we've been using the Manatech products just over 11 years now, and it started off with me and my husband, where my husband had severe sinus challenges. So he started taking, it was Ambritose, and yeah, I think there was something else, but we started off with Ambritose. And what eventually ended up was that his underlying health challenges that he had, that he didn't think was such a major thing, they started off improving first. And that was like a big wake-up call for him, where we both realized that there was definitely something here. So we stick to using the products. And when I was pregnant with my firstborn, my son, I only used the Manatech products. I didn't take any other supplements from the pharmacy or what my doctor prescribed to me to take. I told my husband that I want to take something that's natural and that's got no side effects. And I was the best pregnant person alive. I was so healthy. At one stage, my husband told me that please just sit down a bit, because I was painting walls at 8 months pregnant. I was like so energized. I didn't have any swelling. It was amazing, and I felt amazing. So of course, when I was pregnant with my second child, the exact same, didn't have any swelling. I didn't really have any fatigue. I felt great. All my vitals were great. And when my kids were born as well, we put Ambritose powder on their gums. We did that from the get-go to introduce it to them. It didn't upset them in any way. They were really healthy kids from the start. And I truly believe that it was a part of us giving them Ambritose from such an early age. And then as soon as they started chewing, we introduced Manabears to them. And they loved it. It was for them a treat in the morning to finish their morning routine, and at the end of that, they would like stand there waiting for their little bears. So for them, it was like a treat. and we were so happy because it was like a healthy treat. So they loved their Mana Bears. We didn't really have sick kids in the house. We didn't exhaust our medical aid. We maybe went to the doctors to see for like random things other than really being sick. So we can truly vouch for this amazing technology and what it means for us as a family. And I would really encourage someone that is second guessing or that's eager to see what it can do for you to take the chance and invest in yourself, because this is nothing like what there is on the market. And yes, I truly believe that the testimonials in itself is enough reason to stick to it. So yes, thank you so much for this opportunity and have a lovely day.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Renee, all the way from New Zealand. So you can see that this technology and the magic that goes with it travels all over the world. So now we're going to turn the globe once more, and we're going to land back in the UK, where a lady with the name of Samantha Curling is eagerly waiting to share her story with us. So Samantha, the floor is yours. Please share with us your story from the UK. Over to you.
Hi, Elise. Thank you very much for that introduction. I'd like to start off by saying a very big thank you to Craig and Elise, who've been a fantastic support system for me. I was introduced to the product back in 2012 by Marie Innes, and really took quite a bit of encouraging for me to even try the products. Very, very similar to Madly. I grew up was a chronic asthmatic, and I used to have endless issues with hay fever and allergies and so much more, because I used to spend months at some points in my life in hospital because of the asthma. And I was introduced to the Manatech products. I started off with by taking the Ambritose and the Core 5 products, and very similar to Madly, after 3 days, I could physically feel a difference. And since then, I've never looked back as far as health. I've not been sick as far as being in hospital like I used to. As a result of that, I was always fairly good at sport when I was growing up, but because of my asthma, because my body wasn't processing oxygen properly, I never really got to the levels that I could have. And after I started taking the Ambritose products, I'd already started doing karate for fitness, and I was doing, I sort of progressed quite well. And in 2015, I was selected for the South African team to go to World Championships, and I got these. Two of my three gold medals that I got, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without the Ambritose and the Manatech products. And when I moved over to the UK, I continued taking them, and we've been really very, very lucky here. A couple of months ago, they launched a brand new product called Luminovation, and I've started using these products, and all my life I struggled with very, very sensitive skin. So I always had very blotchy sort of red marks on my face. And these products in 2 months have literally made such a massive difference, where I can put the creams and things on. I even sometimes wear makeup, which I very, very seldom did, because even putting face powder on my face would make me come out in rashes, which would literally stay for days and weeks sometimes, depending on what was in them. And even trying the other herbal and natural products, I would I'd put a product on my face, and my face would literally burn within 30 seconds of putting it on. I'd have to go and wash it off, but my face would stay red for days. And I was a bit apprehensive about buying these products because of the experience that I've had before. And I started using them, and they are absolutely fantastic. I've not had any reaction to them, and my skin's actually got a lot better since I've started using them. And, just so wanted to say that I'll be 56 this year. And all my friends say to me, they can't believe that I'm 56 years old. So thanks very much. And I hope everybody that's got the opportunity to try them, they really are absolutely fantastic.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Samantha. Yes, we in South Africa are looking much forward to see that those product line on our shelves soon over here. And we're very, very grateful to hear that you already had good results with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, to the world and right here, I just need to put in a disclaimer to say, remember that Mannatex products do not heal or cure or mitigate any disease. It is a purely natural product. It's a plant-based product, and all it does is it helps your body to do best what your body knows to do best. So just so that you know, it doesn't cure or heal. It just gives your body the fuel that you need in order to be an effective human being. And I'm sure all of us would like to be effective human beings. So a tiny little bit about the technology and some background on the technology here with you tonight. But if you are interested in knowing more, which I hope you will, then please go back to the person who asked you to join us on this call tonight and ask them to give you some more information. But the long and the short of it basically is, like I said, that your body is a magic thing. It works well. It is an amazing thing. And if it gets the right fuel, it do amazing things. So it's like a car. When you put fuel into the car will go. If you put the right fuel in your body will work as it should. But unfortunately, the fuel that we need to get for our bodies comes from our food. And these days, unfortunately, the modern diet, nutrients, so we don't always get everything we need from our diets that can make sure that our bodies work properly. And that is the main reason why we have to supplement, purely because the standard of our food is not what it used to be. And that is because there's green harvesting happening. We cook our food and then we put salt on our food and we drain the water off our food when we don't eat raw. A lot of people rely on fast food, so we don't really get really quality off the land, homegrown food to eat anymore. And that is actually what your body needs. It needs the nutrients coming from proper soil that hasn't been chemically sorted out and things added to it. It hasn't been sprayed with pesticides, that grows in beautiful air, which is not always that easy to find any longer. And that is why we have to supplement. And that is where Mannatech as a company comes in. They understood as a company that all the people in the world need plant-based material as nutrients that can be absorbed by our bodies to make sure that the body gets everything it needs. So they put together a flagship product called Ambrotos. And what Ambrotos basically does, like I said in the beginning, the products are not the magical thing. It's your body that's the magical thing. But the magic happens when the Ambrotos gets into your body, because then there is a reaction that happens in your body. It's almost like it creates an information superhighway in your body. And all of a sudden, when you have a Mannatech product, not only the Ambrotos, but all of the other products as well, when you have that in your body, everything starts to work the way that it was intended to work. Because why? All of a sudden, there is cell-to-cell communication happening in your body. Now, cell-to-cell communication comes from a brand new trend of science called glycobiology. And glycobiology basically says that on the surfaces of all the cells in our bodies, there are receptor sites that needs to communicate with each other. Communication can only happen when you get proper nutrition. So Mannatech's products make sure that glycosylation happens, which means the receptor sites on the cells grows properly. And when that happens, that communication highway works in your body, and that is when everything gets better. So amyloidosis is kind of the glue that keeps things working properly in your body. Like the stories you heard tonight, it helps with all kinds of things. It helps with brain function. It helps with digestive function. It helps with lung capacity. It helps with inflammation. It literally helps for anything that can be a challenge in your body, because when your body gets the proper nutrition, your body can do amazing things. So like I said, if you want to know more about that, please go back to the person who told you to come onto this call tonight and ask them to tell you more about this, because there is a lot more to talk about, and there's a lot more stories to be shared by whoever invited you. So make sure that you get hold of them and let them tell you how the magic actually happens. Right, so this then brings us to the end of what we call the coffee and stories part. So if you were on this call tonight, purely because you wanted to know a little bit more about the products and to see how the results are actually manifesting in real people's lives, if that is what you are here for tonight, and if that is what you came for, then you are welcome to leave the call right now. Remember to get back to the person who invited you. The rest of the people going to stay on this call now are people that are probably interested in looking about how you can change your personal economy for the better. So I am going to be inviting somebody to come onto the call just now that's going to share with us the business part of it and the business plan and how that all works. And that person is none other than Bronze Presidential Craig Ellis. So give me a minute and I will give the floor to Craig.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Lovely to have you all on this call. And we are very, very excited with what's going on with Manatech and in the world, and making a huge impact and a lot of difference with a lot of people all over the world. Myself and Elise, we've been involved with Manatech over 16 years now, and we were introduced by a very good friend of ours. And what he did was he was so excited about the technology that the company got, that when he shared it with us, we just thought, man, oh man, oh man, this sounds really quite unbelievable. Hadn't heard about it from our doctors, we've heard about it from anywhere. And then there he was talking about this technology and what it had done for him and his wife and his family. And we just thought, if we can go out there and go and help people with this technology, we are so interested. And of course, what did we do? We tried the product ourselves. We didn't expect to have massive results. I must admit, I thought I was pretty healthy at the time. There was nothing really wrong with me. I didn't have major health issues. And when I started to take the product, I realized actually after about 10 days how unhealthy I actually was, because my health turned around in 10 days. And so for a healthy person, it's good for healthy people too. It's not just for sick people. In fact, really what you're wanting to do is you want to look after your health, because you know that what they say is that, you know, you can have lots and lots of money in the world, but if you don't have your health, you've actually got zero, nothing at all. And adversely as well, it's not so great to be very, very healthy in the world and to be very, very healthy and have no money to spend it. That's not so cool either. The other thing which I find is really, really quite amazing is that imagine that you've got all your health and you've got lots and lots of money, you're wealthy, but you've got no valuable time to be able to enjoy your life with. Now, imagine if you could get all of those together and you could live your purpose, live your passion. And so that's what happened for us. And I want to say thank you very much to our business mentors, Vincent and Yolandi van der Linde, who are Platinum Presidential Directors. They literally are helping people literally all over the world. They come to Europe very, very often, and because there's a big need in Europe. It's not just South Africa and not just New Zealand, but all over Europe. People really, really need this technology. But on top of that, there's a lot of people that really work very, very hard for their money, and they're spending all their time trying to earn that money. Now, what if there was a way that you could actually turn those things around, that you could actually live your life the way it was really intended to be. If you didn't have to go to work, if you didn't have to travel to work, what would you do with your time? And I really want you to think about that now as I take you through the presentation right now. What would you do if time and money was absolutely no issue for you whatsoever? What would you love to do? For some people, they love to help people. For some people, they just want to travel. For some people, they just want to have their own free time for themselves, just to be able to just relax and just do nothing for a while. Or they just want to go and, just retire early. I mean, why work for forever? Why work until you're 60 or 65? Or why work until, my mentor, they retired at the beautiful young age of 27. They actually just said, well, that's it, we're going on retirement. Imagine that. You could just retire whenever you wanted to. And I'm not saying retire like sit back in your rocking chair and just watch life go by. I'm talking about the fact that you don't have to go to work. And myself and Elise, we've been very, very privileged to actually take part in that. Ever since we joined Manatech, that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted our own quality time together. And that's what we've been enjoying for the last 16 years. It's been absolutely amazing. So for you now, folks, this is all about you. And how can you benefit from partnering with this company called Manatech? And you will be guided through this whole journey. You're not in this on your own. You're actually there with somebody that will actually help and guide you. So the person that invited you to this call, they're a very important person for you. And if you link in very, very closely with them, they'll show you the system, they'll guide you onto the system, and it doesn't matter who you are. If you're a chimney sweeper, which I don't think they have those anymore, but if you are a technician, an IT technician, or if you're a school teacher, or if you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're a CA or a medical doctor, it doesn't matter. Home executive, it matters absolutely nothing. My wife has got so many degrees, and she's been in the educational field for all her life. I was a business owner, had my own gardening and landscaping business in Johannesburg. And so if we could do this business, anybody could do this business. And we've seen everybody from all different kinds of careers that can do this business. Okay, right. So I'm going to run you through these slides. Hopefully, I can run you through these slides. Hopefully, I can run you through these slides. Okay, simply having an issue over here to get to the next slide. So, there we go. Okay, right. So what's happening inside the world today, folks, is that things are changing. I don't know if you've noticed that the money isn't going as far as what it used to. My system is just a bit slow, so let me just go back one over here. Money is not going where it used to. In the old days, I would even say, let's go back 6 years. And what you could buy for your money could actually get you a lot further than what it can today. Even just food, the cost of food has gone up drastically in the last few years. And the cost of living has gone up so much so that a lot of people now are saying, what is actually happening? And if you can think about it, what it's done and it's changed in the last, say, 3-4 years, imagine what it's going to look like in the next 4 after that. So if we don't actually supplement our income, where are we going to be? And what a lot of people do is that, as you can see on this slide over here, is a lot of people are looking for how can I make some money? And some people are working from home. They said this is the focus. 79 million people are going to be working from a home-based business in the next 5 years. And that stat was from, I think it was from last year, somewhere around there. And then the gig economy, more and more people are going on to, they're starting their own Ubers, they're buying another car so they can go and start up an Uber business, or they're doing Airbnbs. They're doing whatever they can so that they can generate another stream of income. And of course, they know that that's a safe way to actually do it because it's a platform where everybody knows the name. But the biggest industry right now, folks, is the health and wellness industry. More and more people are looking for the health solution that is natural. They are going away from the mainstream kind of a thinking of that, yes, you can go to the doctor. We really do believe in doctors. Nothing against doctors. It's just that, your body responds much better to a natural product and it can do the most amazing things when you give it the incredible technology that we've actually got. So health and wellness, it's a growing industry. It's exploding right now. And then the last one over there is the social entrepreneurship over there. More and more people want to do good by helping others. So I'll just see if I can get my slide to move on over here. Okay, it seems to be stuck. So give me a second here. I'll just follow on with my slides that I have on my phone. Okay, right. Okie dokie. So if we have a look at health and wellness, it is growing. To the statistics is at the moment it's a $20 billion industry. In 2021, it was a $20 billion industry. And then it went up to 31. It's going to go up to $31 billion in 2028. So that's how it's actually growing. It's absolutely amazing. Our company that we use is a company called Manatech. Manatech is a global business. They've been around for over 30 years. They have paid out so much in their compensation plans. I'm going to read it out for their folks. You can actually read all the statistics over there. Most important things is that it's listed on NASDAQ. So it's not a fly-by-night. It is a company that has got all the credibility behind it because it's been around for a long time. It's in so many different countries, but being listed on NASDAQ is squeaky, squeaky clean. You can even go and have a look at their records, and the ticket code there is MTEX. And it's a member of the Direct Selling Association, which is very, very important. You know, there's a lot of these kinds of companies that are starting up right now, but are they credible? Are they listed on the global Direct Selling Association? Manatech is an amazing company because globally is registered there, but each country that they launch into, they also register there as well. And it's a global seamless compensation plan. So as we do this as a business, for example, if you live in the UK and you know somebody in Denmark, or you know somebody in America, or you know somebody in Africa, or you know somebody in Eurasia area, then you can introduce them to this as a product or as from a financial point of view, and you can get paid in your own currency for you introducing somebody else over there. So it's a global seamless compensation plan. Beautiful. It's one of the best compensation plans in the world as well voted by the Direct Selling Association. Their patents over, they've got many, many patents. They've got a third-party scientific validations behind their products as well. Many of them, many, and it's a third-party, like I say, where it's been double-blind placebo effects that's actually been done on that, which is what they call the gold standard in all testing on their products. The company's got an amazing foundation called M5M. What it stands for is Mission 5 Million. Mission 5 Million, they want to help 5 million children to have this free nutrition right across the world. And how they do it is that we use the products, and a slice of whatever comes out of the profit, they put it into the M5M Foundation, and they make this product called VitaBlend, and they give it to children right across the world. So by using your products, you are making a huge impact in children's lives right across the world. And we are already doing that with millions and millions of servings right across the world. So the next and most important point over there is a lot of people think, how safe are these products? Like some people say, I have an XYZ issue, and will it help me with this? Well, the thing is, go ahead and use it. Use this product. What have you got to lose? Absolutely zero. Got nothing to lose. Why? Because there is a 90-day, it's a satisfaction back guarantee. Okay, so use it properly for 90 days, and then you can actually see if it actually works or not. So, folks, how this actually works is very, very simple. Now, I'm a gardener, okay, and a business owner, and for me to do this business was very simple. What did I have to do? It was very, very simple. I phoned up my friend and I said, listen, I'm interested. What do I do? He said, here's a link. Click on the link and just talk yourself through that. Put in all your details. He suggested some products, and what actually happened is that I selected those products, and then I paid for it. I put in all my personal details, and then what happened was that it got delivered to my door. So now you would get an international link, and you can send that to anybody. They are either interested as a customer or they'll be interested as a business associate. And if they're interested as a customer, then they do the same thing. They put in all their details. They say what country they're from. They put in all their details. You suggest whatever products they would need, and it gets delivered to their door. Now, how amazing is that? We're operating in now 47 different countries. Inside this month, we launched into Thailand. So our brand new country that we launched into. And there's many, many, many people that are in Thailand that really need this product. And there's also a lot of people there that are very, very interested in the financial side of this as well. So just going back to you now, if you decide, well, you would really love to try these products, what is the benefit for you for trying the products? Well, you don't have to pay anything to join this. It's completely free. What also happens is that you go into a loyalty program. So if you use the products for 3 months in a row, doesn't have to be exactly the same products, but if you have a monthly subscription order, then you can enjoy 20% of the loyalty program coming back to you, so you can go and get free products, which is fantastic. Folks, we've used this over and over and over. It's like getting free products. It is so exciting. And then the other thing is, as well as a customer, is you can refer these products on to people. You will also get your own link, and you can share that with anybody. And then you can get a referral program back. You can enjoy more loyalty points coming back to you as well. So the other part of this is the financial stuff. If you're interested to use this as a business platform, work from home business, it is very exciting. What is it going to cost you? The cost is zero. The cost is an investment. It's actually an investment. You are investing in your own home-based business. There's different prices for those who actually join on from different countries, as you can see over there. And you also enjoy the loyalty program as well with the 20%. You get a link that you can share on to a lot of people. You can actually, they've appeared momentarily over there. And so we'll see if I can get that slide back again. Please just be patient with me. I think I was over there. Okay, right. Okay, there we go. I think we're back again. So, folks, okay. So, folks, here it is over here. Is that what you do is you the first thing you do is once you go off your account number, you go off products and you start to use the products yourself. What do? We buy the products. We don't have to resell them. We use them for ourselves and our families. Why? Because you want to stay healthy, right? You want to stay healthy. You and your family want to stay healthy. Now, let's get some customers. What do we need to do? Well, you just share. Just like Marlies's husband, mother, said to her, listen, come and try these natural products. And that's how we basically do it. We share our stories, and people say, well, where do I get hold of this? So we share our stories. And so now people say, well, where do I get hold of this? We'll give them our customer number, account link, and then they can go in there and they can put in their details. The order gets delivered to their door. How do we suggest what they need? Well, that's the person that invited you to be having a look at this. They are very experienced. They will be able to help you the right products for the right issues and the right kind of health stuff that you want. And so what you get by introducing your first customers or your first associates that order some products is you get what they call a first order bonus. For his first order bonus, where you get 20% coming back to you. And thereafter, you get some other bonuses as well. There is a whole bunch of different ways that we earn income over here. But I'm going to go to step number 2 over here, grow your online customer base. So don't just have 2 or 3 customers. You can start off with 2 or 3 customers, but you can grow it to 10 or maybe 12, 15 customers. It's entirely up to you. Some people have loads of customers. It's entirely up to you what you are wanting to do there. The more customers, obviously, the better for you, because why? You're getting back some stories. I get so excited when people tell me, I had feedback today from one of my customers. He said, Craig, I feel amazing. There's bounce back products. I don't have any pain anymore. My pain, my inflammation is absolutely gone. And I get so excited when I know that our products, they really work. So grow your online customer base. And the more you grow it, the more you earn. as a monthly income. So you see over there, you earn 10% commissions. That's your monthly stuff. If you've only got like 2 or 3 customers ordering about 50, 60, maybe 90 euros, somewhere around there each. And then as you grow that, so you get more customers, between 5 and 10 customers, they may be ordering between 90 and 130 euros, maybe even 200 euros. And it depends on what they're buying, what the issues. Maybe they're buying for the whole family. And then you have some people as well that just goes a little bit more above that, where they've got 10 or more customers and they are earning an extra 20% commissions on a monthly basis. And then you have your team bonuses. Now, what do we do here? When you've got maybe 5 to 10 customers and you're on that 500 PV over there, it says PV, which means point volume. So when you've helped 2 people, 2 associates to do exactly the same thing, so you're not alone and they are not alone, we all work together, then you will start to earn some team bonuses as well. Folks, let me just see where we are now. Oh, okay. And there are team bonuses. There's a team 2 bonus, there's a team 4 bonus, and as you can see, you start to earn some incomes over there. I just need to just turn something around over here, folks, because I can't really see what I'm doing. Right. Okay, now I can see. Okay, so you get team 2 and a team 4. You add those together and you've got 225 euros just for helping those people. Plus you get your other bonuses as well. So it's not just that alone. This is just some of the bonuses that goes on over there. And this is obviously euros. So if you look at euros and you look at pounds, they maybe differ by like about 10 pounds, somewhere around there. Dollars more or less the same as well. So we're just rounding it off by using the euros. And then what we have over here is we have 15 people ordering. So you're actually reaching some levels over here where you are teaching other people to do what you do. So you are leveraging by teaching other people. And so you're not just getting 15 different orders. You've got 5 to 10 orders, but you're teaching 2 people to get their 5 to 10 orders. And now you're starting to generate a different kind of an income where you can also earn between like about 140 euros, somewhere around there, plus some of your other bonuses. So you could be looking at anywhere between 140 and around about 300 euros just there. Okay, so which is very exciting, Doug, but just having 15 people ordering and some business associates on board as well. Now, folks, when you get to that kind of a level, it's what we call a director at that 15 over there. When you get to 60, this basically means that you're an executive director. You heard from somebody tonight. They said that they're an executive director. And now you're starting to earn plus minus 360 euros, plus your bonuses as well. So it could be 360, it could be 560, it could be 660, somewhere around there. Depends on how many people you're helping with this, how excited you are about this as well. The next big level we talk about is where 200 people are ordering. So you do have levels in between that. So we just narrowing down so you can actually see how this works. About 200 people ordering. Now, what you've done is you've actually helped about 2-3 people get to that 60 level over there as an executive director. You become a gold executive director by about 200 people ordering, and you've got quite a few business associates and team members that's ranking up. They're getting to some levels over there, and you are earning plus minus 1,200 euros, maybe a little bit more as well with your business that's coming in. When you get to 400, now you've done it, actually worked with 2 people to help them to get to that level, that gold executive director level, and there's plus minus, there's a whole group all around the world of about 200 people ordering, plus a whole bunch of business associates inside there, team members that are at some leadership level. You are now presidential director, and you are earning plus minus 2,300 euros, could be 2,600, 2,800, maybe even 3,000 euros at that level over there. So that's a very exciting level. A lot of people think, you know what could you do with an extra 3,000 euros or 2,500 pounds coming into your bank account every month? How exciting could that be? And some people say, well, you know what, maybe I don't want to travel so far. Maybe if I can get this business going a little bit bigger, then I won't have to go and work anymore. I won't have to go and work for a boss. Or maybe if you got your own business, maybe you could just calm down or get some managers and just get some more free time for yourself. There's a whole bunch of things. If you could get that as an income over there, and you've got your own free time, your own home-based business. Now, folks, it doesn't stop there because it's an unlimited income. I'm just going to quote John Paul Getty over there. He said, "I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts, of the efforts of 100 people, than to have 100% of my own." So we teach people to do what we do. And the more people we teach to do what we are doing, the more free time we've actually got. We're leveraging. It's a bit like a franchise business. Overseas in England, you've got the McDonald's, you've got Nando's, you've got all of these beautiful franchise stores. And what actually happens is that it's one owner that has copycatted everything and showed a whole bunch of people, set them up in business, and now they leverage from the loyalties and from the royalties that's actually generated over there. And this is the same thing. We are like a micro franchise. We teach other people to do what we do. And because we taught them how to do, they generate their own income, but we generate an income as well, because the more people you teach, the better off you are. Okay, so as we go down those levels, so you help one person, I've got 40K there, which is actually, so let's just go over here. If you help one person to earn 2,000 euros, plus minus 2,000 euros, 2,300 euros, you can add on there. You could probably earn between 3,500 to 4,000 euros over there. You help two people to earn that as well, the 2,500 euros. You can double that up. You can get between 4,000 and 5,000 euros by helping two people over there. The next one over there, you can go through the numbers. I'm not going to go through them all, but it's an unlimited income. So our mentors, the Platinum Residential Director, they've helped the 4, okay? Plus, they've helped 4 people over there to get that, and that's like 12,000 euros, 15,000, maybe even 16,000 euros. It is absolutely phenomenal. And that's a professional's income. If you think about it, how many years would you have to study in order for you to get to that kind of an income? How many years would it take for you to study to get that kind of an income? How much would you have to learn? How much experience would you have to have in order for that to happen? So folks, really, I want you to dream big. Think about the most amazing things and about if this could really work for you, and if you have a system that teaches you how to do it, and that you have somebody that's actually going to walk with you step by step and teach you step by step, then why not join this? Why not now? Because now is the best time to get yourself onto financial freedom. So folks, that's it from me. I'm going to be handing back to our amazing MC, and she's going to be ending off with exactly what it is that we need to do next. Back to you, Lee.
Awesome. I hope that you guys absolutely enjoyed what was shared with you here tonight, whether it was part of the products and what the products can do for you, or whether it was the opportunity for you to change your personal economy and make your dreams come true. Like Craig said, what if you had lots of money and you can travel the world, or you can help some charities, or you can start something that is something worthwhile in the world while you have perfect health. So that was what all of this was about tonight. We will do this again in 4 weeks' time. There will be a platinum call. There would be a global information session again on a Thursday evening, same time, same place. Look out for the link that will be sent out for that. If you are still wanting to know what the QR code was, I am not sure what it is right now. Let me see if I can find it quickly. I'm sorry. I will ask Vincent to just put the QR code in the box, in the chat box again. So everybody, this is the end of this call for tonight. So we have been all over the world. We have shared from all over the world. We've built dreams from all over the world. And when you join the Manatech family, you will be a global family of Manatech people, like we all know. So There is the QR code 9289. Those of you who want that. And with that, I'm going to say have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful day wherever you are, have a wonderful, wonderful time doing what you do best. And remember to get back to the person who invited you onto the call tonight. And with that, good night, everybody. God bless.